What's up, guys? How y'all doing? What's going on? I know it's been a while since I made a Mercedes Monet video. I'm still a fan. She's still my favorite female wrestler, and I just want to put it out, man. Y'all see the title, man. AEW has not used Mercedes Monet correctly at all. At all. And then all her little haters, because she got hella haters. All you little haters come on here, always quick to diss. Oh, she gets paid this much money, but she's not a draw. She's not doing anything. Y'all just be finding any reason to talk shit about her, which is just ridiculous. With like, she definitely adds value to the company, and she definitely has her own personality, and she's not that bad in the ring. So, again, it just be people hating because the company itself definitely seems like they don't like minorities either. Just like a lot of these podcasters and YouTube people, they really don't like minorities either. They'll just never say it, but they'll clearly act it. It's ridiculous. And to be honest, AEW ain't much different than WWE. It's like they do shit with their minority people too. They it's like they're all the top people, and all the people who really get pushed are white. Just like the WWE, it's the same thing. All the top people who really get pushed and really get the attention are white. It's the same thing. Number one, Mercedes Monet first came in, and her first match was against Willow. So you put her against the black girl Willow. You didn't have her beat nobody really up there. You made her go against the black girl Willow, who really only got the title because they knew Mercedes was coming. They didn't really want her beating nobody too big. So here you go, beat Willow. And look how they don't give a damn about Willow either. It's like ever since Willow lost that title, they ain't put no effort into her, did nothing with her. Just like with Swerve, ever since he lost that title, put no effort into him, did nothing with them. And what's going on with him and the Hurt Business, that's another video in itself I gotta make up. I like their new song though. Hurt People. Nah, that's pretty dope. That new song is pretty dope. The Hurt Syndicate. But yeah, they doing them dirty too. Got him basically fighting, going around, getting every black person in the audience fighting each other for no reason, but probably at the end of the day won't be as big. But that's another story in itself. So she get number one, and number two. Why is Mercedes going for the TBS title? You should have gave her the damn world women's title. Like, come on, she's definitely up there. She definitely can do it. A Tony Storm is not better than a Mercedes Monet, or not as good. Like you know what I'm saying? Like what Tony Storm is doing, Mercedes definitely can do it and do it better. Like, come on now. And honestly, Tony Storm was kind of goofy anyways. It was goofy. It was goofy. It was a goofy ass imitation Marilyn Monroe gimmick. Like, it wasn't really, like y'all. It's just, I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Tony Storm. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just putting it out there. Like, come on, she could have been the world champion, but nah, we're gonna make you TBS champion, just like Jade. Jade could have been a world champion. Jade clearly can take out all those top girls, but no, we'll just make her TBS champion. Just like Mercedes, we'll just make you TBS champion and just make you fight a whole bunch of jobbers. It's like, what is this? Her fourth title defense coming up, and she ain't really fighting nobody big or important since she got this title. Yeah, she done had a couple of other matches thrown in where she won, but this is where number three, where y'all effed up with Mercedes. Number three is the fact that you put Camille with her. You didn't need to do that. You didn't need to put this bulky white girl with her and act like that's her strong piece. And now it's starting to become more about Camille than her. Like, here it go. You just couldn't have her be on her own, doing her own thing. You just had to put white girl Camille with her so she can get some attention too. See, like, come on, man. It's so obvious what they be doing too. It's so obvious. WWE do the same thing. You couldn't let Nia Jax get what she was doing, do what she do. So you put white girl Tiffany right next to her to get the clout and the attention off a champion. Meanwhile, she has money in the bank and will be champion probably right after Nia, unless it's a quick switch up where she loses to someone else and then Tiffany runs in and takes her from the person who just won, right? Camille is boring as hell. I mean, I guess Camille is a little understandable because she is, I guess, like a silent powerhouse, but she doesn't really fit too well with Mercedes. Mercedes is charismatic, you know what I'm saying? She's definitely outspoken. It would be a lot cooler if she was with somebody that was like a little more cooler, like her, kind of like back in WWE when she was with like Naomi and shit. Like that was kind of cool. Her and Camille is just off. And then you got all these people who be dissing Mercedes, but don't never tell the truth about what she's being booked and how what's going on with her. That's what just despises me so much about a lot of y'all on here, because y'all hate the truth. Y'all hate it, and it's facts. It's like they're not even trying hard with her. Just like Cody Rhodes in the WWE, they're not really trying hard with him, but they'll go try hard for a Sami Zayn though. Pay the hell attention, you know. Camille already getting matches, and now, as you can see, is getting to the point where Mercedes can't even win if it wasn't Camille. Just like now with Chris Statlander, who is her new threat, who I think has a good chance of taking this title too, just based on how they're making this feud go. First, you had her fight Camille first. You know, okay, she beat Camille, but now she's fighting Sasha. Made Camille look like she was the real threat. Got her chasing Mercedes all over the place, and all she can do is yell for Camille to help her. Camille gets injured, so now she can get the upper hand on Mercedes. You see, it's nothing to really boost Mercedes or make her look good. Look at how they treat Mariah May, and look how they treat Mercedes. Look at the big difference. Look at Mariah May. She ain't no powerhouse or nothing. Why you ain't stick a Camille with Mariah May? Oh, but we'll stick a Camille with Mercedes and keep Mariah May alone so she can get all the attention on her own, and she could just go on a big winning streak until probably Toni Storm come back, who's gotten protected ever since she lost. You see the big difference here? Oh, but Mercedes Moné will put her with Camille and act like she needs Camille. And listen, and ain't Chris Stan, and look at this feud. Chris Stanler has just been winning nonstop, and and winning clean. And notice that Chris Stanlander isn't anyone in by herself and still being shown as a force. See the difference? Chris Stanlander is the same person who beat Willow. She the same person who beat Willow, who Mercedes had to beat to get her title. So, is that what's coming next? Is now Chris Stanlander finna beat Mercedes, and then Mercedes will just be like a Willow, just tossed to the back of the bus. You'll still be here, but you ain't really gonna be in the main spotlight. And then Chris Stanlander will go on her spree. And Chris Statlander would be doing all of this when she ain't even been with Stokely lately. What the hell happened to Stokely? Right? Like, you was so close to him. Now when you on this title run, look like you finna win a run, he just disappears. What's up with that? What's up with that? I mean, like I said, man, look at damn Swerve Strickland. All these people came out here and was like, no, it ain't over. It ain't over, because they don't want to admit the truth. It's clearly over. How did they let you lose against Brian Danielson, who was hurt, who ends up losing afterwards, then put you in a very bad hardcore match against Adam Hangman, or whatever the hell his name is now, and he wins in a very dramatic fashion, F's you up. Two white dudes, I might add. Then you disappear for weeks because you got fucked up so bad. Now you come back and you beefing a whole bunch of black people, and you never went back to get your title. And the first real match they put you in since you've been back it was against Shelton. Right, Shelton. Okay, you beat Shelton, but now you finna fight Bobby, who's gonna beat you. Made you fight Leo Rush the other day, like a jobber that nobody cares about, that never gets nothing. I don't even think they gave him an intro. So it just shows you how they ain't even give a damn about Swerve, and they trying to act like they're not putting effort into minorities. WWE do the same damn thing. Y'all do not put effort into them. And y'all never have them beat your upper class white people. Y'all never, they can beat you. But like, I give you a good example, like LA Knight. Every title defense LA Knight has done has been against minorities. And every single one, he won clean. Like, when does that happen for not minorities? When does that happen? When do they ever get titles and just beat white people all day, even the good ones, and just get the win clean all the time? Never. It never happens. That's why I'm worried about Mercedes. I'm worried about the Hurt Business, as you can see too, because I like to see y'all back together. I do, but it's just upsetting to just know, like, man, they're not really gonna take you far. They care more about Well, for the men, they care more about Will Ospreay, Hangman Adam Page, MJF. This is the people they really care about. The Elite. They still like the Young Bucks. What's his name? Jack Perry. I could tell you all the favorites. All Orange Cassidy. These are the people they really care about. Notice how none of them I mentioned were minorities. Notice this. Same thing in WWE. Who do they, for the women too? For the women, who do they really care about on the women for AEW? Chris Stanlander, Jamie Hayter, and that's really it. Like, oh, and Mariah May and Tony Storm. That's like really it. That's all they really put, and that's why the WWE is so bad on the women's side too. Because it's true. Who do they really care about on the women's side in WWE? Tiffany Stratton, Rhea Ripley. Like literally that's it. And maybe like a live Ackroyd coming up soon or a Blair Davenport coming up soon. But that's like really it. Tiffany Stratton, Rhea Ripley. See the problem? Like and the men, come on. The men, I can do the men real quick. Who's really favorite in WWE in the men wise? Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, CM Punk. I'm not gonna throw Cody Rhodes in this because it's not him. Who else? Shoot, it's gonna take me a little minute to think like who's the other real favorites for the men, right? I guess the Motor City Machine Guns. They seem like they're finna be favorites. Seem like he's favoritizing Finn Balor and JD. Liv is not a favorite. Dominic is not a favorite. I mean, look who they put the most time into. That's why at the end of the day, I'm worried about what's going. Because if she lose, then it's pretty much over for Mercedes, man. Just like Ricochet. Ricochet came back, fought Will Ospreay. Match never really ended well. Now he's running around fighting other people. But why you ain't going back to Will Ospreay to get your title back? Just like Swerve, why you ain't going back to get your title back? They keep doing this. Just like in WWE with Jay, why are you not going back to get your title back? Damian, why are you not going back to get your title back? But they'll do it with some other mugs real quick to get that, try to get their stuff back, like with Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker. If y'all like this real talk, man, hit that like button, man. I am a Mercedes fan, man. I mean, I don't understand why people there. She got some good fans, but she got a lot of haters, and I just don't get it at all. But clearly, they just don't want to admit that the girl just don't get booked. I mean, she's literally being booked as a weakling right now, who needs Camille to be on her side, who's probably just gonna turn to her, on her or take the spotlight. Ain't it strange how much Camille is like a Chris Stanlander? But hey, hit that like button, comment, guys, tell me what you think, and I'll talk to you later. Peace out.